Hello and welcome again to you in the course Landscaping. So, today we will start with another topic, that is the garden features. So, let's start. What are the garden features? Let's go a brief idea. Garden features are distinctive and prominent element within a garden. They play a crucial role in contributing to the overall design, aesthetics, and functionality of the outdoor space. These features are intentionally incorporated to enhance both the visual appeal and practical use of the garden. Their presence is purposeful, shaping the landscape to create an inviting and well designed outdoor environment. Garden features often serve as a focal points, adding character and interest to the overall composition of the garden. There are a lot of gardens features, so to understand them meaningfully, let's classify them into various categories based on their nature and functions. They are mainly divided into five categories. That is, the first one is the garden structure, that includes garden walls or fencing or gate. Dry wall, next is the dry wall. Third one is the terrace or terrace gardening and roof gardening. And the next one is the bandstand, gazebo, gatehouse, lath house, and thatched huts, conservatory, and greenhouse. And the second one is the vertical elements, in which it has been included the hanging baskets, verticals, and plant containers, as well as arches, pergola, arbor, and trellises and screens. Third one is the plant features. It includes the hedges and topiary, bonsai, and edging, and also the borders, that is annual, herbaceous, and shrubbery are mixed. And the next one is include in this the trees, shrubs, and climbers. Then we have the carpet or design bedding, flower beds, and sunken gardens. The fourth one is the water features, which includes bog and water garden, rockery or rock garden, hills, water, courses, waterfalls, streams, fountains, culvert, and bridge work, islands, as well as that of the light. The fifth one is the decorative elements, which includes the walks, that is path, pavement, steps, stepping stones, drives, and roads. Also includes the garden seats and straddle stones. Then we have the another group, that is ornamental stone basins or tubs, urns, and vases, and obligor wells. It also includes the ornamental rocks or stones, ornamental pillars or towers, statues, and bird bath and bird houses. Then another point in this is that sundials and floral clocks, plant stands, stone or Japanese lanterns. So this classification should help you to understand the diverse range of features and components that can be integrated into a well-designed garden. So now let's take each feature in detail, that is one by. The first feature is the garden structure. It includes the garden walls or fencing and entrance or gate. So the construction of walls is though quite expensive, but provides a sense of permanence and excellent boundaries for protection against human interference and animal menace, and offers considerable scope for vertical gardening. Then the walls are made up of stones, bricks or concretes. It may be 1 to 5 meter in height, but the low ones are to be fixed with some grills so that the garden becomes secured but not obscured from outside. While choosing the plants, the color of the foliage and flowers should be in harmony to the color of the walls. Bricks wall harmonize well with whites, greens, dark reds, blues and purples. Grey and pale walls are the best against yellows, pinks, reds and blues, and dark and gloomy walls may be lightened with golden, silver or variegated ivies. So moving ahead is the another point, that is fence, which is the instant physical boundary of a garden or a divider of one part of the garden from the other. Fences are available in a wide range of heights and styles. It can be of woods, bamboos, angle organs, cemented poles, wire nettings, chain link fences are used for making the fences. In gardens, the main entrance should be a marvelous moon gate like this. The doors and gates have different functions and different decorative appeal. Therefore, they should be constructed in a way which may suggest that it is possible to explore more of the garden. It should be ideally decorative to give an illusion that garden extends beyond its real limits. Front gates welcome visitors, hence they should be generally lower and more screen-like in appearance, while side and rear ones serve quite the opposite purpose and protect from intruders, hence should be higher and solid. Gates also break monotony of a wall. Under garden structure, the next feature is the dry wall. So, the banks of the sloping ground formed out of necessity in a garden which becomes an untidy place of grass slopes where frequent trimming is a cumbersome job or where shrubs are planted or covered with ground covers, ivies or periwinkle to hide the place. There is still a better solution of converting it into a wall garden which will provide color for most part of the year. The dry wall consists of roughly trimmed rectangular stones with one flat surface, preferably sandstone or limestone of any reasonable size, but from 5 to 20 centimeter in thickness as shown in this figure. Stones are always better than bricks for natural effects and also as they provide moisture and cooler root bed for wall plants. Another one is the terrace garden, which is common feature in the English or Japanese, as in those countries large piece of land at one plane may be uncommon, so land undulation is tamed in different terraces through erecting dry walls, each terrace having the even topography of cultivation. Terrace gardening involves the cultivating plants on terraced structure like this. The implementation of well proportioned terracing not only adds architectural interest but also prevents monotony and introduces novelty to sloping garden sites. The practice of terracing significantly contributes to enhancing the overall aesthetic appeal of the landscape. The house terrace functions as an open air drawing room featuring a well established lawn adorned with annual flower beds or evergreen hedges. Positioned at the center of the lawn is an umbrella type tree. It serves as an ideal space for family gathering, leisure activities, morning, evenings, and hosting tea parties with neighbors and guests. To enhance the aesthetic, consider placing a bird bath, sundial, or stone sculpture in a suitable corner, ensuring it complements the size and shape of both the house and the terrace. Terraces, which act as a sequence of elevated beds, essentially serve as elevated beds themselves, separated by retaining walls. This arrangement effectively eliminates the natural slope of the land, creating a level surface suitable for the cultivation. As we all know that houses in the cities with the compound and lawn are disappearing and its place is being taken by skyscrapers, where scope for conventional gardening is diminished. However, only alternative left with such dwellings are roof, balcony, and indoor gardening. But roof gardening becomes a problem as only the top floor resident may have access to the roof. Others will have to depend only on indoor and balcony gardening. However, roof gardens also provide the same enjoyment as to those of city parks and gardens. Furthermore, to replace the traditional flower beds on rooftops, one can opt for tray, trough, or box gardening. Instead of tall trees, small shrubs can be utilized to introduce greenery to the rooftop spaces. In exceptional cases, genuine flower beds may be established on moisture proof flooring situated between the parapet and an inner wall. However, placing beds directly on the roof is generally discouraged due to the potential for long-term damage to the rooftop. Roof gardens are unique as they offer views of other roof gardens and ground level gardening, creating a captivating skyline. While constructing a roof for gardening during house construction, moisture proofing should be ensured to prevent seepage. Additionally, make roof strong enough to support soil, pots, tubs and containers. It also includes proper drainage for rain and excess irrigation water. The roof garden should have a Bauhinia galpinii, Holmescholdea sanguinea, Passiflora species, Pyrostegia ignea, Thunbergia mysorensis, or Wisteria sinensis. Furthermore, garden's beauty with hanging basket featuring strawberries, herbs, kalanchoe, freesia, etc. Other features under garden structure include the bandstand, gazebo, gatehouse, lath house and thatched huts, conservatory and greenhouse. Talking in literal terms, the bandstand is an outdoor platform for a band or a small orchestra to perform on, especially in formal receptions and other ceremonies. In a garden, it is circular or hexagonal structure, open on all sides with a solid roof and is used as a shelter against rain and sun as it's seen on the hill station of our country, especially in English garden. Gazebo is a small, usually open-sided building, especially in the English gardens, situated at the elevated place and at a spot from where aerial view of the entire garden can be seen. A gatehouse at the entrance of the garden is necessity so that the entry of unwanted persons may be checked. Moreover, this will also give an impression of the garden status. Mandapam, the counterpart of gatehouse, is seen erected in certain famous gardens of South India, but in such a structure, use of cement is limited and instead wood, bricks or stones, and metals such as brass and bronze are used. Then the lut house is normally a temporary field of our garden house prepared through wooden lats, plaster, tiles or slats for use as open storehouse for sheltering, shed loving or greenhouse potted plants, carrying out various garden activities such as potting, repotting, seed extraction, media preparation, preparation of the material, packing, etc. To have a secluded and peaceful resting place in the garden, away from the heat, dust and hubbub of the world, special thatched huts in umbrella, hexagonal or in any other suitable shape are created like this. These huts are sheltered for privacy by camouflaging with beautiful ornamental climbers and shrubs, foliage plants and flowers. Garden structures also include a conservatory and a greenhouse. The conservatory is an extension of the house enclosed in glass, especially situated on the side or at the back of the residence, dedicated to the cultivation and display of ornamental plants. It was initially designed for conservative families in Great Britain. These spaces allowed individuals to enjoy plant viewing without going outdoors. Moreover, conservatories are employed for cultivating plants like ferns, bromeliads and other ornamentals that flourish in humid conditions. While greenhouse is constructed structure with a frame made of wood or metal covered with glass or transparent plastic designed especially for cultivating high value plants as shown in this picture. Its primary function is to supply the essential requirements of heat, light in terms of both intensity and duration, and protection from adverse weather conditions. The practice of greenhouse culture has been proved to yield 10 to 15 times more produce compared to traditional outdoor cultivation. So, thank you. So, today I have just to stop here. In the next lecture, we will continue from this onwards.